Hello guys, welcome back. Let's start looking at the BTC under a weekly time frame. However, before we start, I've got a small request as usual from you guys. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. On the weekly time frame, as soon as we reached to $65,000 nearly, and we saw a massive dump in the market, and we came all the way back to the $29,000–$30,000. Having said that, once we measured for an educational purposes from all the way from the up to the 0.618 and 0.6 the golden zones, and exactly as you remember, we had a rejection, dollar to dollar rejection from the $53,000, and we covered a dead cat bounce scenario. However, with the one condition, for an educational purposes, twice I covered that dead cat bounce. Once we came all the way up to here, and I said highly likely we're going to come to $52,000, $53,000, we will see a rejection. As long as I said, we're going to be above the $30,000, then this dead cat bounce scenario will be invalidated. And in the last video a couple of weeks ago, when I covered the dead cat bounce, I said we don't need to worry about it, and highly likely this scenario will be invalidated because I'm not giving too much weight on this scenario. A couple of hours ago I updated that. I said for BTC, recently I start seeing some tweets that we're getting a rejection from $52,000, $53,000, and we will go all the way up to $20,000. Time to wake up and need to see a bigger picture. So as you can see in the scenario, it was an inverted chart, and we had a bit of panic, and then I updated that no way that we're going to go to $20,000 from here. It was an inverted chart, and I do not really do my technical analysis by looking at someone's charts. Also, from here on the higher time frame, going to 20,000 and ignoring all the high time frame support levels are another topic. For an instant and market updates, you can follow me via Twitter, the Magnate. What I was saying is, reject from here, and then the market was expecting just now to get a rejection again the second time from $52,000, $53,000, which is 0.618 and the higher time frame, the fib levels, and then they were expecting this dead cat bounce all the way up to $20,000 and $18,000. However, that scenario has been invalidated from my side as soon as we held $40,000. Moving on to a daily time frame. And the daily time frame, as I'm keep mentioning in the last couple of days, the daily time frame is under the bull's control. However, we're not fully confirmed yet, and one needs to be careful at around $46,000 and $47,000. We may get a rejection all the way up to these levels under a higher time frame. The daily time frame is still strong and under the bull's control. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. If we're going to analyze the previous and current situation of the 4-hour time frame, as soon as we got a rejection on the mid time frame, the Fibonacci level $53,000, especially first signal came once we lost $51,000 and $50,000, we had a sell signal. However, high quality signal, as I said, came once we lost the $47,000, and this price action was a deviation fake out. And then again we sent the price action all the way up to the support number 4. From the $51,000 all the way to the support number 4, we had 20% spot profit. And if you're a leverage trader and you had a 5 times, as you can see, the opportunity to exit from the market with a 20% spot profit. If you're doing a leverage 10 times, 200, 5 times a decent leverage, 100% profit. However, once you had a full confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, that provided around over 13% spot profit. And again, if you're a leverage trader, you do the maths for yourself. As expected, once we held the last time dollar to dollar, week to week, as you can see, 3 times we held the upper line of this support number 4. As I said, highly likely that we're not going to go all the way up to $37,000, $38,000, where if you remember a few days ago, this support number 4 was a support number 2, and we had another support was around here. And as expected, we held dollar to dollar, and then price action, we will start targeting the resistance. This support number 1 and 2 and 3, it was acting as a resistance, and we were targeting all the way up until the 618, the Fibonacci level. On the lower time frame, we had a signal at around, once we hold this $40,000 and $41,000. And up to date, we didn't have an exit signal under a lower time frame as well as the 4-hour time frame. If you were targeting all the way up to 618 and 0.6 the levels, one could have been up by 18% spot profit. However, there was no reason, and still I cannot see the reason that one has to exit from the market unless you're doing a scalping. And yesterday, via Twitter, I added this new resistance line. So all the way we were targeting up to, as you can see, upper line of this resistance that we're seeing currently, the rejection, and that provided 25% spot profit. Again, 10 times 250% in few days, 5 times 125% profit. As you can see, wicks are playing and we're getting a rejection week to week from the upper line of this resistance line. Before we move on to further analysis, and if you want to learn all these technical analysis what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all, and during the course you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. The current condition of the 4-hour time frame is heavily under the bull's control. Even we might see a rejection because this is extremely important, the resistance line. And if we're going to get a pullback, one needs to expect that the price action to come all the way up to 0.618 as well as maximum up until the upper line of this support number 1. And as you can see, we've got confluence, as I showed in the previous videos, 0.618 confluence with a nearly point of control. And we've got another confluence with this, the black line. In the previous video that I was expecting, once we got a rejection from 0.6 and 0.618, the golden zone, and we had an expectation again on the lower time frame, this deviation, we get exactly what we wanted. However, the target level was to come all the way up to this support number 1. We got the first target, as you can see, on the lower time frame, and at the same time, if the price action couldn't hold, we were targeting all the way up to $45,000 and $46,000. So at the moment, some of the levels are slightly changed and the support levels going towards the upside. So at the moment, as I said, bulls are controlling the market. If we're going to see a rejection from the upper line of this resistance, then we have to closely watch 0.618 and then this support number 1. 2-hour time frame. At the same time, we've got another confluence, 618, matched with a 0.25 as you can see, and support number 1 matched with a 0.382 as well as the 0.5, the Fibonacci levels. As soon as we broke the support number 2, we had a buy signal on the 2-hour time frame, and since then we're up by nearly 15% spot profit. 2-hour time frame heavily under the bull's control, and I cannot see an exit signal on the 2-hour time frame at this stage. And again, 10 times 150%, 5 times nearly 75% profit. As long as in the coming 72-hour plus, if we're going to be above the support number 1, 2-hour will be under the bull's control. 1-hour time frame. Under 1-hour time frame, as soon as we manage to break the support number 3, as you can see, clean breakout, retested it number of times, wick circle rejected, dollar to dollar rejection, 1-hour move towards the bullish zone. And as soon as we claimed the upper line of this support number 3, we had over 20% spot profit. In the coming 48 to 24 hours, as long as we're going to be above 49,500, 49,800, 1-hour time frame will be under the bull's control. However, lower time frames slightly getting weaker, and we might lose. As soon as we lose the lower line of this resistance number 1, highly likely in the first place, we'll have to watch carefully this 0.618, the golden zone, all the way up to, as I said, the support number 1. I'm not giving too much weight for the bearish scenarios on the mid time frame and higher time frames. The levels are clear, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.